Today's lesson is all about section formula. Section means, what does it mean by section? Section means division or partition. So each and every school has some classes from 1st standard to 12th standard. Each class divided further into sections. You know very well. Similarly, this section means division or partition. So if a point is there in a line segment AB, see this figure. AB is a line segment and P is a point lying on the line segment AB. So this point P divides the line segment AB into two sections or two divisions. It makes a partition here. That is, at the point P, it makes a partition. Two partitions are made by this single point. That is AP and PB. So that is what is said here. It is said that the point P divides the line AB. That is, P divides the line into two sections. How many sections? A single point divides the line into two sections. So if 2 points are given and the ratio in which the point divides the line is also given, then to find the point P, we have a formula, a special formula. That formula is termed to be section formula. What is section formula? P of x comma y is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2 comma m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. This forms the x coordinate. This gives the x coordinate of the point P and this ratio gives the y coordinate. See, for example, AB is a line segment as usual. P is a point lying on the line segment AB and it divides the line segment into two divisions or two sections. So again, we are going to use this section formula to find the xy coordinates of the point P. Okay. Now, the distance, the total distance of AB or the total length is 15, for instance, and then AP is 10. The distance between the points A and P, that is the distance between AP is 10 and the distance between the points P and B is 5. So AB is 15 units, AP is 10 units, PB is 5 units. So what about the ratio? AP is to PB. We are going to find the ratio of AP and PB. So AP divided by PB is equal to, what is AP? 10 and PB is 5. So 10 is to 5, that is 2 is to 1. So this gives the ratio M1 is to M2. So if a point is there on a line segment AB such that P, it divides the line segment in the ratio M1 is to M2. And now, what about the ratio? If P is a midpoint, what will happen if P is the midpoint of the line segment AB? See, AB is 8 units totally. The distance between the points A and B is 8 totally. Now P is the midpoint. If P is the midpoint, what is the distance AP? 4. Similarly, PB will also be 4. So AP is 4 and PB is also 4. So what will be the ratio? AP is to PB is 4 is to 4, which is again 1 is to 1. On simplification, we will get 1 is to 1. Whatever may be the distance, if P is a midpoint, we will get the ratio 1 is to 1. So now we have the section formula, that is P of x comma y is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2 comma m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. So this is the section formula. In this formula we are going to substitute m1 is to m2 as 1 is to 1 because P is the midpoint. Okay. P is the midpoint, so the ratio becomes 1 is to 1. So M1 is 1 and M2 is also 1. 1 into x2 plus 1 into x1 divided by 1 plus 1, comma 1 into y2 plus 1 into y1 divided by 1 plus 1 is simply x2 plus x1 divided by 2. Here y2 plus y1 divided by 2. Since these two terms are in addition, we can interchange the places, that is x1 plus x2 divided by 2, comma y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So this gives the formula to find the midpoint of a given line segment. So the midpoint bisects the line segment. What do you mean by bisection? Bisection means dividing a given line segment into two equal parts or section or division. Sections or divisions. Two equal parts or two equal sections or two equal divisions. See this line segment AB. There are 2 points P and Q which divides the line segment into 3 equal parts. That is, the ratio is equal. Here AP is equal to PQ is equal to QB. That is, the distance between AP and PQ and QB are same. So the ratio will be 1:1:1. So this sectioning, that is dividing into 3 equal parts, is called a trisection. So trisection means dividing into 3 equal parts or 3 equal sections or 3 equal divisions. Suppose if I need to find the xy coordinates of both the points P and Q, what should I do? See, take this line, same line AB. Now point P is there. Just I am going to forget this Q. So what is the distance between these 2 points AP? It is already known that 1. What is the distance between P and B? The distance between P and B is going to be 1 plus 1, that is 2. So what is the ratio? AP by PB is 1 by 2. So the ratio will be 1:2. M1 is going to be 1 and M2 is going to be 2. So I can now find the xy coordinates of the point P using the same section formula. M1x2 plus M2x1 divided by M1 plus M2, comma M1 y2 plus M2 y1 divided by M1 plus M2. x1, x2, y1, y2 coordinates will be known by the 2 points A and B, and we know the ratio M1 is to M2 is 1:2. So M1 is going to be 1 and M2 will be 2. Substitute in the formula, you will get the point P. Now how will I get this point Q? Any idea? A, B. Q is here, right? Okay. So what is the distance between the points A and Q? 1 plus 1, that is 2. The distance between the points Q and B is 1. So ratio AQ by QB is 2 by 1. The ratio is 2:1. Now M1 is 2 and M2 is going to be 1. Again, using the same section formula, you will find the xy coordinates of the point Q. That's all, very simple.